But in KKL, most players were going to at Old Kampala. Yeah, that's where most players went. So that's where we started going to the same school. Me, Rickman, Gravity, Kamenyo. Yeah, we were in the same class.
And Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Nkwaniriza omulungi ku episode yaffe endala abatadde ettaffaali ku muzannyo gwonna. Thank you so much for watching my first episodes. Mwebale nnyo. The people who subscribed to my channel, mwe musinga. Atana subscribinga, genda ku socials zange zonna endala nkoza Aisha Musa, but the YouTube eri mu Game Heroes. Of course, heroes of the game. Omuntu yenna ayina ettaffaali lyatadde ku muzannyo gwonna. Nkwebaza okuba nga wawatchinze our first episodes. Mwebale nnyo. Atana subscribinga, please subscribe. Ya subscribinze atekako notification button bwe tu uploading anything. Bwabasoko okumanya ani gwe tulese. We sit down with different people, we hear their journeys and we discuss different topics. Today is very special. I have someone I've been watching from a distance. Naye nina ebibuuzo bye bingi. Agenda about tubuulira his journey to where we tumulabidde and other things ng'omusambi. Ebiseera bisinga tulaba abantu ku kisaawe oba ku yadi oba mwonna mwe bazannyira, but we have a different picture that ffe tuba tulowooza. But now we want to sit down with them and hear their stories. Today I'm having Vipers Sports Club player Moses Waiswa. We need to hear from him. Byonna byetulabye ne byetulaba mawulire ne byetulaba ku kisaawe ne byetulaba ku social media, twagala kuwulira bakita horse's mouth ye nga abeeyogera olugendo lwe ng'omusambi, biki byeyagala ng'omusambi, biki byafunye ng'omusambi, and the topic that we are going to discuss about today. Tukwaniriza
Science okunchaza
ogamba otya?
Ndi bulungi koziga.
Briefly, who is Moses Waiswa okutuuka ffe we tumulabidde ne maybe media kye portraying yakulira wange omusambi, his football journey yasomera wa oba teyasoma linganzi?
Moses Waiswa is just a simple guy. Yakulira mu Kampala, naye bazadde bange, tata wange yava Kamuli, mama wange yava on Waiswa Road, Uganda, tata wange Musoga. Nabagana wange bataano.
Oli mwana wa growing up
nabagana wange balenzi babiri abakulu, abawala babiri abakulu, nenzirako then omuwala last born.
Oli mwana wa kusatu?
Yeah.
Growing up mama bali
ndi mwana wa kuna. Ndi wa
kuna. The last born?
Yes.
Growing up ba mama ba omwe ava Kamuli?
Mama wange ava Waiswa Road Muganda. Tata wange ava Kamuli.
Now growing up gwe wakulira like baba zalira?
Nze banzalira Bat Valley.
Theater?
Esomero. Like banzalira Mulago, then Bat Valley, to the Nachivo, then Mengo Primary, then kati ba settling aboyogere. That's where mama nje bazimbira. Primary,
nursery, P1 paka P7. Which school did you?
And ngawe ngamenye because my mom was a teacher and my dad was a lecturer, so wabeerawo okutambula kungi. So nasomerako nursery nasomera ku St. Mary's yali awo Wandegea, nengenda ku Nachivo Blue, nengenda ku Bat Valley, then nengenda Mengo Primary.
Nursery wasoma from nursery mpaka?
Nasoma nursery okuba sasoma baby. I remember nasoma mid because I was homeschooling. My mom is a teacher. Yes.
So after nursery you changed the school?
No, nursery najimalako yo. But primary nakola transfer nagenda Nachivo Blue. So nasomera primary 1, primary 2, then nengenda ku Bat Valley because kind of standards Bat Valley by then they were very good.
So yes. Once we've seen bwakademi obujja nga omwana ne batandisa omupiira nga akyali muto. When you were growing up ng'okyali wansi walimuka any element of playing football?
Yeah, because tata wange yali FIFA referee and a lecturer. So by then I think baba wange ni pira ngajja n'empiira ewaka. I used to okuzanya awo naye nga tebalowooza nyinza obeera serious nakyo. But I remember P4 nali Mengo primary. Netuzanya inter houses, yes. That's where our coach omita Makuya buyanda, but I didn't know that I can play. But nali zanya na babasomesa naye nga tebagala nzanya wasala biki. Yeah, so my first academy was at Kadiba wetwabadde. Finals, the pitch was still sand and soil.
Naye nga waliwo something like kisaawe.
Kyali kisaawe naye nga kya musenyu na kisenyi, kyali kisenyi.
So in primary 4 ne bakulaba ng'otandisemu omupiira, but they were not taking it serious.
Awo eyandaba coach yasaba permission nga nzija ewaka nantwala kusekoza wazyange nengenda nensamba nankomyawo nga alina okunteeka ku mulyango.
So P4 mpaka P7 did you change the school oba wasigala awo?
Anti kat P4 awo nengenda nenzira ku Bati Valley. Then nenkomawo nenzira Mbengo because Bati Valley got some issues awo wakati awo. I remember pipe za sewage zaagire essomero kati wenajja osomerako eno katono zayabika. So zayabika juge mama wange yali former teacher eri ne kati ngeri deputy nanga jangu osomereko wano ngeri bakyamaizo saddayo. So
changing okukyusakyusa amasomero, was it not disturbing you as a anyway simanyi oba wali by then ng'obitegeera but
you just love the attention of eri avude okusomero lyakabi aze wano. The attention was good.
So nosomera mpaka P7?
Mengo P7 gyenagimalira, but wakati I had academies I joined in primary.
Do you still remember that?
Yeah, I joined first. I joined from the first academy was Kadiba Hearts United. Then Navam and MTN by then. Bajita Fimbo right now. Which are you? I don't know. Coach Duncan. Then from there I joined KKL. I think KKL is kind of known. Those of Saddam Jumas, Benjamin Ochan, Dan Muzei were there. They were older. But my era, it was an Eric Man. We were in the same team.
Yeah. We were in the same academy?
Yeah.
Still in primary?
Yeah, I was primary. And I think Rickman influenced me so much. Uganda, yo. So, yeah, because while you're traveling.
Kuva mbuto wali obeera n'abaserebu?
Tubali baserebu mbuto. Yeah, Gravity, Rickman, we did the same schools or A-level.
So it was just mwali mungata academy nga temugata masomero, oba it was
mu primary twagatanga masomero KKL, but in KKL most players were going to at old Kampala. Yeah, that's where most players went. So that's where we started going to the same school. Me, Rickman, Gravity, Nnyo. Yeah, we were in the same class
and same academy.
Same academy, yes.
So P7, do you mind sharing your results? Enough. In 4th grade,
I think I got 13 points. Because in P7 I traveled. We went to France, so I didn't give books that much time.
Wait, you started traveling when you were still young?
Yeah, that's when I got my first flight. Yes, P7. It was in a Rickman still.
You got your passport? Ngochali mu P7.
Yeah, because by then KKL you just come, gasaba ku fun and everything. Ubisanga passport, ubisanga those years. Because I remember it was around 2007, 2006. Yeah.
Joining ebiseera ebyo ng'okyali mu primary, olaba any future in football?
No, me as a person, okay. Okutegeera ndi mupiira guli mu center. I think when I joined Kitende, but way back it was just passion. Because nganziruka ewaka, my mom was so strict. Aganya okusoma, you know, nga mpita mu sengenge. Nogoma wangu kimanyi kibokozo, yeah.
So secondary, where did you go? Senior one.
Senior one, bantu achiuli nga nsome njigedde. My dad is a Muslim.
I didn't know.
So this is a story no one knows. Naliyo senior 1, senior 2 nenzirayo first term. Lwe tusoma dalasa. Ne kumacha nga sometimes obucha imoto yagene mu class we bakemu because the Christian students used to go and sleep in classes early hours. So nachopinga dalasa ne bankwala ne bantwala mu muzikiti ne batujjamu amasaati ne batuba emisipi mu maaso g'essomero. So from me nze ne ngamba asobola kubeera wano, and I wasn't playing, I was too tiny.
So you felt bad?
Yeah, I wasn't playing football, bankuba ebyeddiini and eddiini onajagaza mwana tolina mukuba.
After that happened, wajivaamu oba wagisigala?
Ndi musiraamu, but abantu abamu tebakitegeera. They say Moses biki but nze ndi musiraamu. Our background from my grandparents were Muslims. Yeah, the only problem came because that time I was traveling as a kid, so we grew up closer to our mom. At a early Christian and a very, 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 very good Christian.
So when you grew up, no Sala Wichcho?
Yeah, because as a boy you have to go, you have to follow your dad.
Hey,
but still, if my mom is there, we pray. I have no problem with that. Right. My dad when is there to Sala. No, but no, byachuka mu bichalinga bya dosa n'okuzala omwana kati omuga we musiraamu n'akula n'akandi musamize, and you have no power over that. Yes. So
after secondary after Chibuli
nenziruka ne yakoldi Kampala because there was an option natolokayo ngende twasaba kunzizaayo naddukayo
wabagambe ensonga ekudusizaayo.
No, but my dad knew football. Because the chance is you might Chibuli Green Hill just opposite. Yeah. Kati keke lyajizanya tournament under young, like the fellows I used to play with, and I'm like Sehana and I will be now playing. So that's triggered me to yes. Then from Old Kampala I did my O level, then Chitende came in. Yes. From senior to second term. Oliver now.
No genda Chitende.
Yes.
Senior 5.
Yes.
Before, how was life at Chibuli?
Because Chibuli I went as a normal student, no bursary, just books. No, primary wasn't bursary because I was a teacher's kid, so yeah. But Chibuli fees strictly. Okay. Yeah, then Old Kampala. Senior 2, I was paying, but from senior 3 up to senior 4 bursary, full bursary.
Basoma. Time for training.
Basoma. The only problem I want to Jabafuna Kuwabola is most times footballers are people who use their bodies. Bakowa. So don't you must be under jacket, sawa yeah. But go one time, go feeding only. You're comfortable to go to class. They will go to class. And footballers are one of the most intelligent people. Though some don't know that. The footballers themselves, they don't know that.
That they are intelligent.
Yes.
So joining Chitende wava from
only Kampala Chitende.
Yeah,
full bursary.
Tawali scouting or something?
No, they scout you because still it wasn't my mom's school, it wasn't my dad's school. So obviously they scout you because the way because Munindo Agara Bikopo, you can't just go there for a picnic. So I was scouted. Yes. Like, I don't think I lost any game at H10. The 2 years I was there, every trophy we participated in, we won. From the region, district, the NPP by then, St. Mary's then. Okay. Then East Africa Games, like the 2 years I was there, we were undefeated.
What's the most chintu chosingo kujukira in those years mumpira? Oba the most mumpira ogwasinga okukalubiriza oba ogwasinga okwangira or your best moment?
It's the time that made me the Moses Waiswa people see. Yes. Because way back now you get to play and you have to bring results on the table.
That's where everything started.
Yes.
So after senior 6,
I went to Sweden.
University.
I had an option. I had 2 options: to go to Sweden, because even in Sweden I was studying. I went to high school. Or to go to Chambo because my dad was a lecturer there.
So kolindeko ogenda Sweden ogendanga agenda soma ogenzenga kubo mpira
na kusoma. Okay. Yeah. Because by then I was with Mia Farouk, though Mia had yali mu senior 5, then I am Form 6.
Okay.
So Mia came to do his Form 6. Mia stayed in Sweden. I got a club and I joined.
Byali mu bino contract which is professional.
Yeah, it was a professional contract because if you go when you're underage, you have to go to school and football. You have to do both. Yeah.
So you went to Sweden?
Yeah.
Maybe university no bitulekera. You didn't go back?
I'm someone who wants to, because my family background, everyone I think has graduated. Even my young sister now graduated, I think last year. But time, football and time, it's hard. Yeah. Sometimes you train in the afternoon, you train in the evening, you train in the morning. And books, you have to give them time still when you're fresh. Yes.
So you want to go back, but
time.
To
I think I'll do something online.
So online studying.
But still you can give it a try, because even if you see the coaching courses, some they do online.
Yeah.
Yes.
So after Sweden, and what happened there by the way?
Sweden, I played for. I started in Division 4 Elite. They start from Division 8 in Sweden, by the way, because they give football time. It's a process. So there is Division 4. Okay, I can't speak Swedish here. It's called 4, then 4 Elite, 4, then 4 Elite. You hear the word elite. It's like the level of that level is like big league here. Okay. Yeah. So I played there. Then we went to Division 3. We won we won. So we won. Then won Division 3. Then they brought me to a big league team. Okay. Big league. Malmo FF.
No.
He plays in Champions League. Zlatan, okay. Where Zlatan started from.
Okay.
Yeah, so I played in the Super Retan. It's called Super Retan. Where Malalas played in Sweden. The team was called Syrianska. So I played there for some time, I think 2 years. But in Sweden I spent there like 4, 5, 6 years.
Nnyo. When you play, never kulaba nga bakugula or something. No, if you play good.
We played in Division 3 because remember we were promoted. Then we played Uganda Cup. Okay, it's called Svenska Cupen, Swedish Cup. So we play a team that plays Europa League. It's called Elfsborg, and it's a very, 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 very tough side. We played and we win them, and I was one of the best players. So every team in Sweden came in, but still you have to know where you should go. Yeah. So this team was willing to take care of my everything. So I was like, let me go to Syrianska, and it was a team of guys from Turkey. Yeah, so it was kind of easy.
How wakoma msine 6 no genda ebweru tewaliyo issues of language, like you didn't meet people that don't speak English?
Because remember I told you, you go, you have to study. You learn the Swedish language. That's why me and Lumala, if we come on an interview, we can speak Swedish. It's very okay. And Rickman, by the way, can speak in Swedish too. So you learn the language first before learning any other subject.
Wamala ngo osinkanya bano be wali nabo mu academy nemugenda mu same school bo baddawa ngomaze okudduka yeri ngomaze okudduka ekibuli.
Because I think we continue on the same road, me, Rickman, Lumala, because twaliba wabakuli. Okay, yeah, in the so when I went to Chitende, Rickman went to St. Juliana, Lumala came to Chitende. So after me and Rickman, remember, we were in the same class. We went to Sweden at the same time. Me, Rickman, and Lumala.
In the same club?
Yes. No, different clubs. Lumala was in Mjölby. Yeah, we went to Mjölby FF. Rickman was in Gothenburg. I don't remember the team. Yeah.
So mafunanga obudde ne mu meeting or something.
Sweden is a very, very long country. It's not big, but a very long country. Yeah. So you might take a year or two, but when you meet, you just vibe.
So what happened after the Sweden thing?
Me, I was like, remember me, I was here, and I saw what Mia was doing, and my contract was still running. I was in Sri Lanka. Then I told my mate, you know what, me, when I go back to Uganda for holidays, I'm not coming back.
Why?
Because I'm done. No, like I was done.
Contract
Nabakubile simu nembaga, you know what? Because I told you the guys were Turkish, and the boss really liked me because he's the one that saw me. So he believed in me a lot. Was like, you know what? The boss was called Khan. Like, you know, Chan, I was homesick. I want to play in my country. I want to play for my national team. I think that's for the first reason bringing me to Uganda. I wanted to play for the national team.
No, why abantu nga begomba obeera outside wali obikooye gwe ngolaba your homesick.
My history, I've shown that I've been traveling since I was a kid, so
it was not a big
you know, most people have that Europe or American dream, but when you go there you realize it's never a dream. It's another country. You have to hustle, you have to make ends meet, you know. Yeah, so I was like, I need to go back home. Yeah, and I came back to Uganda and at least I made that dream come true. I played for my national team.
No, I
told you, he was like a father to me. So he was like, okay, that's what you want. And up to now, is someone I talk to, someone who wanted me to go back. Because I remember I got an injury. We were playing KCC. I think in my first period at Viper, Muchurez tackled me. Yeah, I got a back injury, and he's the same guy that paid for everything for me to go back to Sweden and get treatment and my rehab and stuff. Yes.
Ng'omaliriza no nga tonnaba kuvaayo wafunako any call ku national team oba ne weba under 17 under 20 ng'okyali Sweden?
I think no, because I think by then a few people knew that we were there, because most footballers my age, most of them, the talents went to Sweden. So a few people knew that footballers went to play in Sweden and stay in Sweden. Yeah, because even me coming back, I think it gave Lumala the chance to play for the national team. Because the Sabri talked to me before calling Abdu. Yeah. No, I was playing for the national team.
Okay. So, okomyewo oza ku Vipers?
Yeah. Yeah, nakomawo, and the first thing you have to do is where you feel at home. Vipers, yes.
And by
the way, I've always got this scenario. Whenever I come back to Uganda, it's KCC Vipers. Yeah, because no. Villa first approached me when I first came for my holidays. And I was frank with them. I won't take your money, but I'm not staying. I'm going back. But when I came back, my dad is a staunch fan of KCC. Sorry to say this. So my dad was like, Mutebi, I talked to Mutebi to get into KCC. I was like, you know what? I was okay, if Tali ready, then we shall see that option.
So wegenderayo weka?
I told my mom. By the way, I went with my dad because we had university games, Chambogo, and I was going to play in Kenya. So I went with my dad. We rushed there. I signed, and I took a bus to Kenya.
Hey. After signing at Vipers, Uganda, Kenya.
My first.
You used to play university games?
Yeah, because remember, I was enrolled to study in Chambogo. I had to study in Chambogo.
And you didn't?
Yeah, I wasn't going there.
So in Uganda, Kenya, then you came back to Vipers?
Yes.
You started the season?
The 2017-2018 season, yes. Because I remember I played the second round of that season.
Kati katono nnyo otandise wansi omupiira ogenze wera okomye kundi. Your parents have been involved all along?
Yes, they've been supportive all along.
Tulinayo abazadde eyo nga ye omwana wamulaga talent. By the way, abantu abasinga balooza omupiira gwabayaye something. Do you think parents have that upper hand in supporting talents?
But as I started the interview, I was like, my mom was strict. And I don't think it's parents not stopping their kids from using their talents, but it's kind of keeping them safe. Because when we were growing up, we all got to know football that banywenjaga badugala bachafu bichi tebana bichi, but those are all stories. Kale je bali. Yeah, but a few tebajja kuonona kisero kyonna. Yeah, so my mom got to understand that. I think now, I think it's someone, even yesterday she sent me a message. She's someone that loves it more than even anyone else at home.
Atuuka ddi okukkiriza nakuleka?
When I first traveled to France, when I was in primary, I was like, because I remember they gave us these consent letters. Yeah, and I remember when I was studying football, they didn't know that I was serious. And my dad too wasn't knowing that I'm serious with football. So his fellows, the referees were like, oh, no, that's over. So when I bring this consent letter, my mom was like, if you take a wallet, what if will get also? Then I'm like, together no waking up Billy to travel. Then I show my dad, I'm like, because my dad already was a friend to Coach Eddie Butindo, so he knew that this was serious. Yes, I knew I'm going to training. Mama yachikiriza kubanga niwe tukogenda yangulira ebintu byentwala mama wange, so yeah,
she had to accept. So coming back to Vipers,
yeah, the first 6 months were quite hard, because remember from a country again I'm on negative 25 degrees, like Nnyo. Then coming back here, training as I was sad sana goja. So it was a bit hard. Yeah, it was kind of hard for me, but eventually I had to find a way.
For signing a contract, after coming back?
I think by then it was 3, but Nazanya go about 1.5.
And what happened?
Then I had to go to South Africa.
For?
Super Sports United. That's when Super Sport came in.
Hey. Yeah. Bakugula from Vipers. After the 6 months, was struggle.
Team. Because guy yanyumiza yali azela ba Mustafa Kiza. Yeah, then I remember that time under 23 agenazanya Cameroon ya Lugogo, and we also had a game with Cape Verde in Nambole. So naga so kala Kiza then in Chala because then I'm flying out then Najola, but then that's when he saw me.
When was the first time playing for the national team? You're not.
No, I never played for under. It was I don't remember the date, the year, but I think it was against Sudan.
Chan?
Yeah, Chan qualifiers. Okay. Yes.
How was the first summon?
Okay, that wasn't the first summon, sorry. It was a friendly game against Kenya, and I was introduced in the last minutes, additional time. Uganda was losing 1, and I equalized. That's how I remember. My debut.
Your first?
My debut, yes.
No,
that was my debut.
And you scored?
Yes.
How was wamanya nti bakuyise ku national team first time yo? Oba oli planned kid, you didn't react?
No, the first call is always special, because I remember I was asleep, because Kalisa was my neighbor. I was sleeping downstairs, I was sleeping up. Kalisa called, he says, Micho has called me, he wants you to go to camp. We are traveling to. I was like, are you serious? The excitement, I didn't even call anyone. I just packed my stuff, rushed, yeah.
No,
because I think no one can joke about that. Because remember, sometimes Mitchell will call you, then after a few minutes you see on social media, this is a team, yes.
So your first debut, no scoring?
Yes.
Was it the best moment for you?
The best moment? I think the best moment was wearing the Uganda Cranes jersey. Yeah, I didn't, but wearing it. No, because national anthem, everyone be the substitutes. Yeah, you always.
Namukana wange yangamba sogera na Msambi atakwatangako wano. Yangamba
Mkwano go mulalo inawe.
Bintu bya bulijjo.
No si bya bulijjo, but I think national team Teddy si kintu kya buli omu nti ajja kifuna, but still you have to respect those who work towards it, because ayinza oba takifunye but ng'akikoleredde but waliwo abamusingako oba waliwo some other reasons. Yes.
So after the first sermon,
yeah, then I kept on going to the national team. So though there came a time when Mitchell went to South Africa, Nalika some coaches which I thought didn't want my playing style, fancy football. A lot was said. Okay, then they dropped me like for amazing 8 and I wasn't on the national team till the sub-break came through.
Okay.
Yes.
So what you upset was Vipers?
Yeah, I was at Viper. We were with Coach De Costa by then.
So katunulira obulamu bwe South Africa.
South Africa, I think, is one of the most beautiful countries in Africa.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why?
Because they live like us. You can't fail to get something to eat in South Africa.
Just like here.
Yes.
So
some tribes there are kind of similar to us.
okay.
Yes.
But since based on their league and whatever.
But since
What are we not doing right?
a lot, by the way. Because I'll go with player management. They respect players.
We don't respect you.
A player comes first. No, in Uganda it's not like that. In Uganda, you talk about something, you're bad.
Yeah.
You say these balls are not nice. That's Uganda. But in South Africa, they respect players. They love their own.
Support them.
Yes, wano. Twagala nnyo okufusa wansi, simanyi lwaki, but in Uganda, I think I wouldn't say every media house, but abakyafu bangi. Yes. No,
anyway,
but that's the truth.
No, we like negative things.
Yeah.
Negative things make news.
Waiswa abatakocheza tetujja muteekako mawulire taliiko mawulire. I'm telling you, but we both feel gwanga in a way.
So that's South Africa chetsinga.
Yeah, because I'll tell you something. I was in South Africa when this guy called Teboho Mokoena. Those guys really looked up to me. I'll tell you that. And I have a lot of videos. I have messages. Even the free kicks. I think Mokoena, I was helping him in training. Because he wasn't that... Okay, he used to be good at shooting because he's a good shooter. But with free kicks, he wasn't that good. But in Uganda, you find a journalist ajja ku panel ye, all Ugandan players are the same level. No, trust me. There are a lot of things I can do.
That someone else
and you bring 100 players and you line them here and they can't do it.
That's right.
A lot of things Alan can do, I can't do. So that's disrespectful. Very disrespectful. Yes.
So that's saying many things.
And there are a few good journalists. Me, I like someone to be straight with me, but not disrespectful. Yes. But in Uganda, Sijagamba, they like promoting their own because I hardly see that. Bagala, Chibagala, Bochibagalo Isao, that's what they want.
So, if you South African league,
yeah, like they promote their league well. Bulungi, Nnyo. Because you hardly see, but we had players who used to come drunk in training. But have you ever... I remember twakolako bip test. Asija mwogera mfano gwa. Yajja na like hangover yomulwa nasasema mu training. We were going for a game in Durban. We are playing Bawatenga. Going roommate wange ngali nasobola kuteeka kintu mu kamwa aseseme asamba omupiira kuza ina hangover naye nga tugenda mu kisaala.
And they didn't publish that?
No, it will not go anywhere. Because it's chiba chita league. Because if someone wants to get Ugandan players and bagenda ku Google, because I remember when I got injured, no one published it. So I had my contract in my phone for like amazing amukaga and even ku Vipers. Nenga nagano signing. So when I signed, it's when I got injured. Then agent nanga nenda ba mawulire. Woradde neŋŋamba eseeza amawere ga mugaso nnyo ku muntu ekitegeera. So that's why I'm bitter. That's why I think this is my second interview. Nali nagoba interview.
Okay, besides the negativity that we have, how about fans engagement?
Fans. Fans are these people. You find someone loving you, but fans are like that everywhere. Yeah, fans are fans. Okay. And by the way, nowadays fans are kind of back in the stadium. Though they watch the big teams, but at least it's better than the past years. Yes.
So after the South African whatever, you came back. Wamalako contract.
Yeah, contracting.
And you didn't renew.
I had an extension and I had an offer. So I was going to a team called Ekakkanya. But remember, I had a coach who was from Zambia and we were not on the same page. He preferred a different way of playing, and I'm a different kind of player who likes playing with the ball and all those kind of things. So when my contract is about to get done, my agent tells me we have an offer in Ekakkanya. We started talking to Ekakkanya and it was about to get done. Then, when I'm going to sign, I get news that the coach signed the other side. Yeah.
Can a coach sign?
No, the coach signed in the other team. So I was like, so I could maybe move trauma you're moving. I was like, you know what? Let me first go back home and set my head.
So what happened? Everyone we were very obviously you're going back to Chitend. No genda ku rivals.
As I told you, my first priority is Vipers. Because Muniro is like my dad. By then I didn't have his number. Remember I came back and I'm someone who doesn't like to sit at home. I want to play football. Okay, football is a job, but to me I love football as a person. I just like to play football. So I come back, Vipers are really busy by then. By the Champions League, by the final Uganda Cup, by the final. So I was like, you know what?
They couldn't sign you?
No, they wanted to sign me, but would they? Then I'm here home, some cases send someone, yaja, una parking out, na yaja. Tugende rugogo. And a child will go agenda kulaba. What's there?
Never know.
Saga kulima, I'm someone who is honest. And behind my head, my dad is a cases fan.
What's up?